from Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. It's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Seattle Seahawks, and they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30, and the Buffalo Bills. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their 32-year-old quarterback from the University of Georgia, the 12-year vet Matthew Stafford.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll fake it. Now Stafford being chased out left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Roughing the passer defense.
Oh, man.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ooh, with a juke. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Right there, 54, right there, 50.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018 in his 3rd season in the NFL. It's Baker Mayfield.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Mayfield on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And Brate, the tight end's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Swambuthe. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
54, come on, 54, come on. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go, G. Big 20.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Forced out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
57, come on. 57, come on.
Play action, Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
15 yards on the play. First down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. The throw complete to Dorsett, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On second down now, it's Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Humphrey on the coverage.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with third and 4. They face a third and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 6.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bills 3, Seahawks nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Kyle Van Noy.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Catanzero's kick is right through, and that will tie us at 3-3.
At 3-3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or are they going to go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have taken the lead.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
He's got the completion to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
The Seahawks first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Fights off the defender. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's complete to Jake Butt. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Seahawks.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And able to find Dorsett. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. To return it, Darius Phillips. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
The Bills going to take over again on offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And got his man complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to Bobby Anderson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Deshaun Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have broken the tie.
And And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get...
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A first down throw for Mayfield. Underneath, he's got Brate. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. First down, Mayfield on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Seahawks.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. This is caught. Watkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Goal, Seattle.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now third down coming up.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now Mayfield on third and goal. Buying time to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Catanzaro's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Phillips on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own 28.
So here are the Bills to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well. Try to make it 9 in a row. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's brought down at the
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd and a yard. Stafford, he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Buffalo Bills.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Brings up 4th
That's
down.
certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
Bills 20. Seahawks 13.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Seahawks.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Seahawks.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Pass complete to Philip Dorsett.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
18-yard line.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kyle Love in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Complete. He finds Bray. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Cameron Brate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. On the return, Phillips. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you. That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take
so how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On 1st down, Sanders. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. That close to taking a fourth quarter lead, but the goalposts, they had other plans.
I thought it was on target. It looked good off his foot, but then doink, off the metal and out. And those are the kind of breaks that can definitely swing a ball game.
He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Rolling to his right. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Draw play, Edmonds. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Now 3rd down and 3.
Stafford now to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Stafford. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. An injured player, and that's Matthew Stafford, who missed half of the season last year with a back injury. Down again. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hill. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hill now operating from the red zone. Now he'll pull it down. And I think the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you gain there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 4.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying.
And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Final score.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Seahawks, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's their